You've probably heard how powerful turmeric can be for your health, especially after 60. It's that golden spice that's been praised for easing joint pain, fighting inflammation, and even keeping your mind sharp. Maybe you've already started adding it to your meals, sprinkling it in your tea, or taking it as a supplement. But here's something you might not know. Some of the foods you're eating with turmeric could actually be canceling out its benefits. Or worse, making things harder on your body. It's like planting a beautiful garden and then accidentally pouring salt on it. You're doing the right thing by including turmeric, but if you're pairing it with the wrong foods, you might not be getting the full advantage. And after 60, when every bit of nutrition counts, we want to make sure we're not working against ourselves. Today, we're going to talk about 4 common food combinations that could be sabotaging turmeric's power in your body. Some of these might surprise you. They're foods we often think of as healthy. But once you know what to watch for, you can make simple tweaks to your meals and get the most out of this incredible spice. Let's start with one that catches a lot of people off guard: turmeric and iron-rich foods. Now, iron is essential, especially as we age. It helps keep our energy up and our blood healthy. But when you eat iron-rich foods like spinach, red meat, or fortified cereals, at the same time as turmeric, something interesting happens. The curcumin in turmeric, which is the compound that gives it all those wonderful benefits, can actually bind to the iron. That means your body might not absorb as much curcumin as it should, leaving you with less of its anti-inflammatory and antioxidant effects. This doesn't mean you should avoid iron altogether. Far from it. Instead, try spacing them out. If you're having a spinach salad for lunch, wait a couple of hours before enjoying your golden milk or turmeric-spiced dish. That way, your body can absorb both the iron and the curcumin properly. Now, here's another combination you'll want to be mindful of: turmeric and calcium-rich foods. Calcium is crucial for strong bones, especially as we get older. But when taken at the same time as turmeric, it can interfere with curcumin absorption. Think about it. How many of us stir turmeric into a warm glass of milk or blend it into a yogurt smoothie? It's a common habit. But if you're doing it, you might not be getting all the benefits you think you are. The good news? You don't have to give up either one. Just like with iron, timing is key. If you're having a calcium-rich meal or snack, wait an hour or 2 before consuming turmeric. Or if you take a turmeric supplement, check the label. Some are designed to be more bioavailable, meaning your body can absorb them even alongside other nutrients. We've got 2 more surprising combinations to talk about. But before we get to those, I'd love to hear, have you ever noticed turmeric working better for you at certain times of day? Or maybe you've been taking it for a while and wondered why you're not feeling the effects as much as you'd hoped. Drop a comment below. I read every single one, and your experiences might help others too. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It's the best way to make sure you don't miss the next part, where we'll dive into the other 2 food pairings that could be standing between you and turmeric's full potential. Plus, every subscription helps this channel grow, so we can keep making videos that help you live your healthiest life after 60. Now, let's talk about something you might not expect: turmeric and certain medications. If you're on blood thinners or diabetes medications, turmeric can interact with them, either making them stronger or less effective. Always check with your doctor before adding turmeric to your routine, especially in supplement form. But when it comes to food, there's one more combination that's worth paying attention to: turmeric and high oxalate foods. We'll cover that next, along with some simple swaps to keep your meals as beneficial as possible. So stay tuned, because what you don't know could be making a difference in how you feel every day. Now, let's talk about something that doesn't get mentioned enough: turmeric and high oxalate foods. Oxalates are natural compounds found in many healthy foods, like spinach, beets, nuts, and even dark chocolate. In small amounts, they're usually not a problem. But if you're pairing turmeric with a lot of high oxalate foods regularly, you might be putting unnecessary stress on your kidneys, especially as we get older, when our bodies don't process things as efficiently as they used to. Here's why this matters. Turmeric itself contains oxalates, and when you combine it with other high oxalate foods, it can increase the risk of kidney stones in people who are prone to them. Now, this doesn't mean you should avoid these foods altogether. They're packed with nutrients. But if you've ever had kidney issues, or if you notice discomfort after eating certain meals, it might be worth paying attention to how often you're mixing turmeric with things like spinach in a smoothie or a big handful of almonds as a snack. A simple fix? Balance. If you're having a meal with high oxalate foods, maybe skip the turmeric that time, or at least reduce the amount. Or if you love your turmeric golden milk at night, opt for lower oxalate foods earlier in the day. Little adjustments like this can make a big difference in how your body handles these combinations. Now, the last food pairing we need to talk about might be the most surprising of all: turmeric and refined sugars. You might be thinking, I don't eat much sugar. But here's the thing. Sugar sneaks into so many things we don't expect. Sauces, dressings, even some whole grain breads. And when you mix sugar with turmeric, it can create inflammation in the body, which is the exact opposite of what we want turmeric to do. Think about it. How many times have you seen a healthy turmeric latte or smoothie recipe that calls for honey, maple syrup, or even regular sugar? Sweetening your turmeric drink might make it taste better, but it could also be canceling out some of the anti-inflammatory benefits. And inflammation is something we definitely want to keep in check after 60, since it's linked to so many age-related health concerns. So what's the solution? If you need a little sweetness, try using alternatives like cinnamon or a small amount of stevia, which won't spike your blood sugar the same way. Or give your taste buds time to adjust. After a while, you might find you don't even miss the added sugar. The natural earthiness of turmeric can actually be really satisfying on its own when you get used to it. Now, before we move on to the final takeaways, I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever noticed that turmeric works better for you when you avoid certain foods? Or maybe you've been doing one of these combinations for years without realizing it. Share your thoughts in the comments. Your experience could help someone else make a small change that makes a big difference in how they feel. And if you're finding this helpful, don't forget to hit that like button. It lets me know you want more videos like this one. Plus, every like helps this channel reach more people who could benefit from this information. Now, let's talk about how to put all of this into practice in a way that's simple and sustainable. Because at the end of the day, we're not looking for complicated diets or strict rules, just small, smart tweaks that help us feel our best. So stay tuned, because in the next part, we'll wrap this up with some easy, practical tips to make sure you're getting the most out of turmeric every single day. So now that we've covered which foods might be interfering with your turmeric benefits, let's talk about how to make this work in your everyday life. Because here's the good news. You don't have to give up any of your favorite foods completely. It's all about timing and smart combinations. One of the easiest ways to maximize turmeric's benefits is to pair it with black pepper. You might have heard this before, but it's worth repeating. Piperine, the compound in black pepper, can boost curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. So next time you're cooking with turmeric, don't forget that pinch of pepper. It makes such a difference. Another great partner for turmeric is healthy fats. Since curcumin is fat-soluble, combining it with olive oil, avocado, or even coconut milk helps your body absorb it much better. That's why golden milk made with coconut milk is such a powerful combination. You're getting that perfect pairing of turmeric and fat in every sip. Now, I know changing eating habits can feel overwhelming, especially if you've been doing things a certain way for years. But remember, you don't have to make all these changes at once. Maybe start by being mindful of one combination this week, like having your turmeric tea at a different time than your calcium-rich foods. Small steps lead to big changes over time. What's most important is that you're already doing the right thing by including turmeric in your diet. That's a fantastic step for your health. Now we're just fine-tuning things to make sure you're getting every possible benefit from this wonderful spice. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear, which of these food combinations surprised you the most? Are there any you'll be changing right away? Let me know in the comments below. Your insights might help other viewers too. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps the channel grow. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing. We create new content every week to help you live your healthiest, happiest life after 60. Remember, good nutrition at our age isn't about restriction. It's about making smart combinations that help our bodies thrive. Here's to your health, and to getting the most out of every bite you take. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.